I'm Mathieu Arsenault, and a voice in my head told me to find my cosmic twins in San Francisco to try to save the world. I was just coming back from Cannes Film Festival, where I showcased a short film I made. I was pretty proud of it. My daughter Lou was 3 years old, and my wife was pregnant of her second child, so it was a happy summer. And I just received big money to shoot a new film, so I was very excited. But I start to became very sensitive, very creative. My sleep was not so good. I just slept like 5 or 4 hours a day. When I finished shooting my new film, um, I hear a voice in my head telling me, "Hi, my name is Oktao. I'm a 2,000 years old tree, and I have a mission for you." It seems pretty funny, but the voice told me, "Okay, now you have to go to the West Coast. There you will meet your cosmic twins, and you both gonna start a spiritual revolution around the world." So I was like, "Oh my God, that's look amazing. Let's do it." So I just dropped my regular job and told my wife, "Okay, I need a break before the new child is coming," and I flew to San Francisco. When I got to California, I rent a car and start rolling in the Dead Valley. All around, I think I made 3,000 kilometers in 10 days, you know, because I was just sleeping 2 hours maximum by day. The next day, I meet her in a youth hostel in Chinatown. My real cosmic twin, it was a real girl, yeah, named April. And when I saw her, I fall instantly in love with her. But more than in love, it was a big spiritual connection. At night, we rode to Baker Beach, and there was what I call a sacred tree, a big, beautiful pine, all curved by the wind. You know. I asked her to lay down naked on the tree and cover up with a blanket, and I start my ritual to the magic to heal her. So, yeah, he explained me all the chakras, and on the beach of San Francisco, you can find pebbles of all colors. So Oktao told me to pick color pebbles and explain me, "Oh, this is the purple chakra of the heart or green chakra of the brain." I don't remember which chakra was where, but he was explaining me how to heal people and make them feel better. Yeah. It was pretty challenging to fall in love with another woman because, you know, my wife Alex was pregnant. I had a daughter, a life, good things in Montreal that by doing this I was just destroying. My family didn't know a lot of things at that point. Alex felt that something was wrong. She called me many times a day and challenged me to know what happened. And at a point, I admit that, okay, I met a new girlfriend. Her name is April. I'm in love, and I won't come back in Montreal. And she was so destroyed by this. I think she didn't sleep for 3 days.
Qu'est-ce que tu voudrais dire à papa?
Maman.
Comment?
Alex started to send me some videos of our daughter, Lou, because it was the only thing that made me react. And I was start thinking, oh, I don't want to be the father that will abandon his daughter, my daughter Lou. It looks crazy. So I finally decide to come back in Montreal. In Montreal, Alex was at the airport with my daughter Lou and my big brother. I speak like 2 minutes with Alex, and she asked me, okay, what we do now? And I explained to her, I want to live with you in April, if you're okay with that. And we start a new life together. And so she just say no. And she left me with my big brother. And my brother was so scared of me, of my strange talking and everything, that he called the 911. And policemen and paramedics came in his apartment and took me to the hospital, where psychiatrist told me, oh, now you are in psychosis. You have a bipolar disorder. What you experience is not real. And I was like, and he described me the symptom and everything, and I was, oh yeah, could be possible. And I trust the man, so I start to take pills that put me in depression for a whole year. In the hospital, I had a choice to make, and I made it for my daughter, because I don't feel to abandon her. My link, emotional link with my daughter, was more powerful than the divine mission or the voice of Octao. So I made that choice at that point. Yeah, at first when they told me, oh, you are bipolar, I thought my life was over. And for a year and a half, I even didn't know if my mind was okay or if it had been destroyed by the process. I didn't know if I'm going to be able to work back someday, or everything was so fragile. But slowly we start back to travel. I came back to work for a television network for doing editing and stuff like that, and came back to a normal life. And after that, I decided to make a film about what happened. I decided to challenge the society, all the society, and say, okay, I have mental sickness and I don't care. I'm good, I'm okay, I'm talented, I can do great films, and I will show you that it's great.